Have you ever woken up one morning, looked in the mirror, and wondered where that extra belly fat came from, seemingly overnight? If you're a woman over 40, you're definitely not imagining things, and you're absolutely not alone in this frustrating experience. What's happening to your body isn't just about eating too much pizza last night or skipping a few workouts. There's actually a fascinating and somewhat infuriating biological conspiracy happening inside your body that makes weight gain around your midsection almost inevitable after 40. Today we're diving deep into the real science behind why your metabolism seems to have suddenly hit the brakes, why your favorite genes don't fit the same way they used to, and most importantly, what you can actually do about it. I'm going to share some surprising facts that might completely change how you think about weight management after 40, and trust me, some of these revelations are going to shock you. Before we get started, let me ask you this. Have you noticed that the same diet and exercise routine that worked perfectly in your 20s and 30s suddenly feels completely ineffective? If you're nodding your head right now, stick around because everything is about to make perfect sense. The first thing you need to understand is that what feels like overnight belly fat gain is actually the result of several biological processes that have been quietly shifting in your body for years. Think of it like a slow-motion domino effect that suddenly becomes visible all at once. The main culprit behind this phenomenon is something called hormonal fluctuation, and it starts much earlier than most women realize. Around your late 30s, your estrogen levels begin a gradual decline that accelerates significantly as you approach menopause. Now, estrogen isn't just responsible for your reproductive cycle. This hormone plays a crucial role in determining where your body stores fat. When estrogen levels are optimal, your body tends to store fat in your hips and thighs, creating that classic pear shape that many women in their 20s and early 30s maintain relatively easily. But here's where things get interesting and slightly cruel. As estrogen levels drop, your body literally redirects fat storage to your abdominal area. It's like your metabolism suddenly decided to change its filing system without asking your permission. This shift happens because your body is trying to compensate for declining estrogen by storing fat in areas where it can be more easily converted back into hormones when needed. The second major player in this biological drama is cortisol, your primary stress hormone. Women over 40 often find themselves in what I call the perfect storm of stress. You might be dealing with career pressures, aging parents, teenagers, financial responsibilities, and the general chaos of midlife all at the same time. Your body responds to this chronic stress by pumping out more cortisol, and guess what cortisol loves to do? It encourages fat storage specifically around your midsection. This cortisol effect is particularly sneaky because it doesn't just make you gain weight, it actually changes your appetite patterns. High cortisol levels increase cravings for high-calorie, high-sugar foods. So not only is your body primed to store more belly fat, but you're also fighting increased urges to eat the exact foods that will contribute to that storage. It's like your body is working against you on multiple fronts simultaneously. But wait, there's more to this biological puzzle. Your muscle mass naturally begins declining at a rate of about 3 to 8% per decade after age 30, with this loss accelerating after 40. This process, called sarcopenia, might sound like just a fancy medical term, but it has huge implications for your metabolism. Muscle tissue burns significantly more calories at rest than fat tissue does. So as you lose muscle, your metabolic rate slows down, meaning you burn fewer calories just existing. Think about this mathematically for a moment. If your metabolism slows down but you continue eating the same amount of food and maintaining the same activity level you had in your 30s, those extra calories have to go somewhere. Your body, now programmed by hormonal changes to favor abdominal fat storage, knows exactly where to put them. The thyroid gland also joins this conspiracy against your waistline. Thyroid function often declines with age, and since your thyroid regulates metabolism, even a slight decrease in thyroid hormone production can contribute to weight gain and make existing weight much harder to lose. Many women don't realize their thyroid function has changed because the symptoms can be subtle and are often attributed to normal aging or stress. Sleep patterns typically become more disrupted after 40, whether due to hormonal changes, life stress, or other factors. Poor sleep quality and insufficient sleep duration directly impact two hormones that control hunger and satiety, ghrelin and leptin. When you don't get enough quality sleep, ghrelin levels increase, making you feel hungrier, while leptin levels decrease, making it harder to feel satisfied after eating. This hormonal imbalance creates a perfect recipe for overeating and subsequent weight gain. Insulin sensitivity also tends to decrease with age, meaning your body becomes less efficient at processing carbohydrates and managing blood sugar levels. When insulin sensitivity drops, your body more readily converts excess glucose into fat for storage. And again, that preferred storage location after 40 is your abdominal area. Now let's talk about why this weight gain can seem to happen overnight. Your body is incredibly adaptive and will maintain stability for as long as possible. Think of it like a dam holding back water. For months or even years, your body might be making small adjustments to maintain your weight despite these metabolic changes. You might unconsciously move a little less, your appetite might increase slightly, or your body might become more efficient at storing calories. But eventually something tips the balance. Maybe you go through a particularly stressful period, experience a sleep disruption, or have a change in activity level. Suddenly, all these gradual changes become visible, and it feels like you gained weight overnight. In reality, your body was fighting these changes for a long time before finally surrendering to the new biological reality. The good news is that understanding these mechanisms gives you power to work with your body instead of against it. The most effective strategies for managing weight after 40 require a different approach than what worked in your younger years. Strength training becomes absolutely crucial because building and maintaining muscle mass is your best defense against metabolic slowdown. You don't need to become a bodybuilder, but incorporating resistance exercises 2 to 3 times per week can significantly impact your metabolic rate and body composition. Stress management isn't just nice to have anymore, it's essential for weight management. Whether through meditation, yoga, regular walking, or any activity that genuinely helps you relax, managing stress levels directly impacts cortisol production and subsequent belly fat accumulation. Sleep quality deserves the same priority as diet and exercise. Creating a consistent sleep schedule, optimizing your sleep environment, and addressing any sleep disorders can have profound effects on hunger hormones and weight management. Nutrition timing and composition become more important than simple calorie counting. Eating adequate protein at each meal helps maintain muscle mass and keeps you satisfied longer. Managing carbohydrate intake and timing can help with insulin sensitivity, and eating regular meals helps regulate hunger hormones. Understanding your body's new reality after 40 isn't about accepting defeat, it's about adapting your strategy. Your body is changing, but it's not broken. It's following biological programming that served evolutionary purposes, even if those purposes don't align with modern aesthetic goals. The key is working with these changes rather than fighting them. When you understand that your body is naturally inclined toward abdominal fat storage after 40, you can adjust your expectations and strategies accordingly. This doesn't mean giving up, it means being smarter about your approach. Remember, sustainable weight management after 40 is more about consistency and patience than dramatic measures. Small, sustainable changes compound over time and are much more effective than extreme restrictions that your body will fight against. Your body after 40 deserves respect and understanding, not frustration and punishment. By working with your biology instead of against it, you can maintain a healthy weight and feel confident in your skin, even as your body navigates these natural changes. The overnight belly fat phenomenon is real, it's biological, and it's completely manageable once you understand what's really happening. Your body is simply following new rules, and now you know what those rules are.